was like, "Oh, I'm full." And then they started talking about how she had a weight loss surgery. She was like, "Oh, my husband had it." And then she told me to come on the platform like it was a big community. And at
Yeah.
that time, that probably was early. I, I'm gonna say that probably was about 6 to 7 months after I started my journey. But there was a lot going on out here, and for the most part, I am a loner. I am a true person of in the real life. I don't be in nobody business, and I take that serious because that's how I keep my peace of mind. I'm not. I don't get in nobody business. I want the best for everybody. So when that type of energy is on here, it can distract you in a sense. It can distract you from what your true mission is. The true mission is to work on yourself and become better through the process of having the surgery, you know. But I also had co-workers who had the surgery, and I saw them do well, and then they put all their weight back on because they stopped doing what they was doing. So my promise was for the first 2 years, I would just post pictures on TikTok, and I was gonna stay committed to being locked in. And now that I hit that 2 year mark, I feel like I have disciplined myself to keep I don't know, to stay on my path in a sense of what I am trying to accomplish, which is being a good husband, being a good father that's able. And that's one of the biggest things of why I had the surgery, because I didn't want to be that dad telling your kids, "Oh, do this, do that," but then I can't go out there and do it with you. I need to be the leading example for you. So that was really like the biggest thing was for my kids. And that's why I go hard every single day. That's why I'm gonna come to work every single day. I'm gonna go home, get me some sleep, and I'm gonna go to that gym every single day. Because every day I have to improve myself to be better for them. And my folk, like I said, that's my main motivation. And when I first started on TikTok, I think Claude, Weight Loss Claude, and Bariatric Bro was the only guys that I would see. Even when people come on this panel, I still never seen them. Get Fit with D, I didn't see him until he came on the panel. Like the algorithm, and I put bariatric male and everything that when I post, I put the hashtag in it or whatever. But I never seen them. So for the most part, on my journey, I just stayed locked in. So that's why I say I feel like I have a disconnect with the community because I never dumped. I love drinking water from the get-go, so I'm always drinking water. Now where Rab said something about the foaming protein water, what is that? It's like a bubble in the back of your
Yeah.
throat, and you like, bro, what is this? This thing is killing me. So that might be the biggest thing for the most part. And usually I just look at everybody else's journey, and I just try to give an inspiring word, make sure I like everything that you do, just to know that, hey, I might not be saying nothing, but I see you, and I'm proud of you. So
Hey, Purcell, how long did you say you were out? How long has it been since you've had surgery?
I had it Halloween of 2022. So I was 400. I'm 6'3". I was 460, 65 pounds. So right now I am 269. My lowest weight was 251. And
Yeah.
now I'm trying to make this fat into like it's a to-go bag.
And what surgery did you have?
I had the gastric sleeve. Robert
Better
Kelly
sleep.
did my sleeve here. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So I keep on hearing people about the revision. So what is this like? Is that just like it's like a, I don't know, like a tune up on your
So what it
stomach in a
is,
sense?
so there's multiple kind of revisions. One's a Sadie where they take someone who I believe I don't know like the actual definition. Sadie is basically they take someone who had either the sleeve or the bypass, I don't know which one, and they turn it into a duodenal switch.
So James,
Uh,
Okay.
so
The
like
dual
people,
switch.
yeah. So what happens is a lot of times, like for me, because I was 835 pounds, and I've lost 400 pounds, right? I've lost over 400 pounds, but I realized that I was stagnant at the point. So like right now, I'm in the process of working on getting revision because I don't want to be um at like 382. I want to be on under 300. And I
Right.
realized
You want
like
to keep on
even
going.
right, so even the discipline, even the eating well, all that, like calorie counting, your body catches up with you based on just natural aspect. Is like, okay, you've lost enough, you can still be active. Like I can run 3 miles. Like I go walking or I go running on a regular basis. I can run 3 miles and not burn more calories because it's so accustomed to this. So that's
Right.
why I'm working on the revision for myself. But yeah, that's what most people are getting. It's just like a fine tune up.
Okay.
And also, some
Yeah, and
people like
see, I
me,
have
I
a
have
coworker
horrible
who did the
gas.
dual
I have
switch.
a reflux, and so I may need it because I've had it. I didn't have it before the sleeve, and then I've had it for the last 2.5 years, almost 3 years. And so I just got scoped, and so I may need a revision just for the
Mm.
reflux. So I don't even need
From
it for the weight loss.
Hmm.
really?
Oh, okay.
That's a big common thing.
That's
So
what's
what do
up.
you
I
know?
never
How
heard
do
of
you
that.
Now,
No.
know?
this is another
Yeah.
question. Are y'all trying to what in the world? Now music is playing in my headphones. Okay. Uh for everyone who's lost, like, so like D, have you, I mean, I know Bariatric Bro has done it. Are you getting skin removal or anything? Have you, or do you have any skin that's really hanging or anything?
Oh, I have a ton of skin. Like if you go to my TikTok, I
Okay.
have a loose skin video because people thought that I didn't. I'm like, oh no, I have a ton. I just hide it well. So I was planning on getting it for Christmas, but then I pulled my rotator cuff, so I had to take all my time and energy and finances and put it to paying for that surgery. So that got
Hmm.
pushed back a year while I healed from my rotator cuff stuff. But yes,
Okay.
I want to be able to walk around with no shirt on, hell, no clothes on, and be happy. Hopefully, I'll get 2,000. I
And
want to
see,
look
as
good
a big,
naked.
oh, go ahead. Some, my bad.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. That was all. I just want to look good naked. That's my ultimate goal.
I thought Ryan was about to say something.
Nah, no, I haven't had
Oh,
the what's it called, the skin removal, but I need to lose more weight to get that. But I would look into that as well.
okay.
Yeah, I have a consultation in January for loose
That's what's
skin.
up.
I have a feeling I'm gonna, because of the regain, I'm probably gonna have to, I'll probably be eligible. But again, I'll find out more once I actually get my consultation. Uh,
And,
James,
and even with the retreats, I never see like who the post. I mean, I saw y'all because I seen it this time because y'all were posting it, but like when it's initiated to like where it's gonna be at, hey, you gonna get your hotel. Like, who do I need to follow to get this information? Because I'm trying to pull up and party.
Just go to
Hey,
Bariatric Bro. Just go to Bariatric Bro. He got all the info.
and
yeah,
I
Bear
follow him, but like I swear, like none of the
on
algorithm don't be putting y'all in my thing, man.
What I do is
or
I'll start DMing you whenever something, because I like to go to all of them. So whenever there's something come up, I'm gonna start sending them to you. So just check your DM. I'll
Because
We got
I'm
goals
pulling up the
coming up.
party. I'm pulling up the party, baby. Hey,
yeah, bariatric side
actually, you know what?
feels a good
Better
time.
yet, for you, you're where? Where are you at right now?
I'm in Savannah.
Savannah,
Just in a
Georgia?
small little Savannah, Georgia.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, it's going to be in New Orleans next year.
Okay. I never been to New Orleans. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
pulling up, man. I'm ready to put my suit on, baby. I'm ready to get out on the floor and hit some bus stop and line dance, all of it. Because y'all look like y'all was having a good old time.
It's a
Yeah,
good
for
time,
sure.
and there's a ton of information that comes with that. There's a ton of panels. There's a ton of people that are out there. So not only do you have a good time, like everyone celebrates each other there, but you get a ton of
October the
knowledge
2nd through the
you know,
5th.
while you're there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really good time, and there's value to everything that happens at retreat.
I got you. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it about me. I'm more of a supporter. Like I said, I'm kind of I don't. I mean, I talk once I know I have the floor to talk, but for the most part, I just be, hey man, I'm proud of everybody who is out here who made a decision, didn't give a damn about what nobody thought. Because when everybody that I meet in person, first thing I let them know is that I had bariatric surgery before you just give me this praise. Because you know people feel certain type of ways about it, but at the end of the day, you mad that I made a decision to better myself. And that's how I
Save
look at it. So
save your
I
life.
don't, for real. And at the end of the day, if you're not happy for that, then that just means you got hatred in your heart. You just gotta, you need to, look back at yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you had a chance to check out the Slack app that Fadeaway Ryan has going on? Because we haven't
Okay.
Yeah,
we
just go on either my page or Barry Mill Experience page and look at the link tree, and you'll see it in there.
Yeah, there's again,
Yeah, y'all did say something
it's there
about
for
that last
support,
time.
and again, if you're out to support the guys and stuff, I mean, we're that's what the whole community is about. That's what we want all the guys to be there. Because again, yes, the three of us are up at the here and the top of the panel. We talk about being able to support the guys, but again, the community is very, very large, and we want to create a community of support, not just with the three of us, but all of us, because that's what it's about. Everyone is, we all have our own lives outside of what this platform is, and you may reach out and ask a question, and there's another guy in the, that may be in that app that can actually help you. And that's what it's all about. It's about being able to help each other and creating a community of support, not only with BME, but with all the men in the community. And we appreciate everyone who, gives their feedback and who's there to support each other, because that's what it's about. Again, we're not alone in this journey. There's a ton of people in this community that can help each other, and we want to create a space that everyone is there to be able to support each other. So definitely check out that app. That's what it's there for. Before we continue, we're going to go to James, and I know we have a couple guys that have just joined the panel. We are an hour in, and I have not seen that chat stop. It's been very, very active. It's very hard to follow tonight because there's just so much going on. I'm playing this live because throw up some flame emojis. I want to see who's enjoying this chat, who's enjoying this panel, who's enjoying all the guys who have joined us tonight. We've been somewhere, between 30 and 40 people all night, and we are at 19,000 likes. So we appreciate all the support.
19,000.
I know, it's crazy. And we appreciate all the support for the guys, and we appreciate all the guys who have showed up tonight to to share their journeys, share their point of view, and basically share the space with us and highlight the men of the community on National Men's Day.
Hey, did you notice when I punched the screen, I hit James with his own and his phone dropped.
There's my phone.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Y'all doing all right?
Good, man.
You got that
Good.
NFL contract yet?
Do what?
You got that NFL contract yet?
Hey, listen, man. I did drop a video. I did make that team.
Nah.
Yeah,
Man.
I made I tried out for a semi-pro football team on November 2nd.
Yeah.
And I got the email the other day, and they want to offer me a spot.
Dude, I am
what's
proud
up,
of you,
man.
Oh
bro.
yeah, man.
I'm so proud of
That's
you.
what's up.
Yeah.
How do you
Throw
feel
up some
about
flame
that?
emotions. Throw them up for James right now. We want to throw up some flame emojis for this man.
Yo,
I appreciate it.
How do you feel about that though? Like now what?
You know what? I'm just gonna keep working out and doing my thing, man.
That is completely like
That is amazing.
that is amazing.
Yeah, listen.
I know that you had some posts where you were worried about whether or not you were going to make the team. You were worried about again, and it's that encouragement, because I know there was a ton of people in there encouraging us to be positive. And look what that positivity. Look at the hard work that you've put in, and look where you're at now.
See, it's crazy, man. I started off at 623 pounds. That was a year ago. I had the SADS procedure done in December. I am 240 something pounds down since last year.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it. I mean, the work's definitely there, man.
And it shows, man. I'm telling you. And you made a semi-pro football team.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Rab, what the
For you, Rab. That's for you, Rab.
I saw him doing the push-ups. I'm just like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Everyone doing push-ups. So we got this is
So oh shit, go.
made by Chubb.
James, that's awesome though, James, man. Yeah,
This was
made
a
by Chubb. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. Can't complain.
good, good to
Good
hear
to
from you,
have
man.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm new. I'm new to this journey, man. I'm like 7 weeks post-op.
Okay.
All right, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. Like I ain't really had no problems yet, so it's going good. Like I'm down close to like 50 pounds now. So
That's awesome. Congratulations.
What
What
surgery?
procedure did you have?
I had the gastric bypass.
Okay.
Gastric bypass. That's what I had. I had the gastric bypass.
Awesome.
Yeah. If it's really weird. Like for me, it was a really weird feeling. Like it almost felt like they didn't really do anything, but I couldn't eat anything. And then just, I just wanted to keep walking. I was scared to get blood clots. I was really scared of that. So I kept moving around,
Yeah.
getting my fluids in. I couldn't stand a lot of different foods. How are you doing with food?
I'm pretty good with foods right now. I'm able to eat a little bit more, but I do have like some times where like I might eat too fast and I have to throw it up or something.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, I think we've all learned eating too fast doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still learning though, so I'm
I
trying
think
to
that's universal.
keep the soft foods going.
Hey, that's the only way to learn is trial and error, man. I mean, you ever took that swallow and you're like, oh, I did that too fast, and
Yep.
damn it,
Yeah.
it's terrible, isn't it, D?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's man.
You're sitting there trying not to let it come back up, fighting the urge, like, don't come back, don't come back.
Yeah, I get that a lot now.
Well, good for you, man. I hope you obtain all your goals. I hope this makes you, happier. I hope you're in touch with your inner self and learning the new you along this journey. I hope you also know that you have brothers here that support you as much as we possibly can. So,
All right, I appreciate that, man.
No problem, brother.
No problem. Welcome to the community.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming up with us.
Yeah, trying to get my followers up. I just started posting like about my journey and stuff, so trying to get up there.
Follow right now.
Yeah, keep sharing your journey, man. Visibility
every-
for all of us.
yeah, if everybody in the comments, if you're not following everybody up on the panel, please do so. We need all the support we can get. Also, made by Chubb. Hey, don't hesitate to share whatever you post with us. We'll repost it as much as possible through Barry Mel Experience and our own personal pages as well, man. We try to support each other as much as we possibly can.
Okay, cool. I appreciate that.
We're trying to keep up with the comments. Beth, did we miss something? Are you guys watching the comments? It's so hard sometimes.
I see him.
I'm gonna go down in the chat just in case somebody else was still on standby trying to come up.
Hey, thank you very
All
much
right,
for coming
man.
up, bro.
Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate
No
it.
problem,
Yeah,
no problem.
good
Like I said,
talking to you, man.
anytime I can try to, as you can see, the signal kind of go. They have signal blockers out here and stuff like that. So, but
All right.
I'm gonna get some
If
more
we got any
push-ups
other
in.
guys that want to come
Yeah,
up in
me
the
too.
chat, any other guys that want to come up in the chat, just hit us up. We'll let you up on the panel. Jamie,
Hey,
welcome,
Reg.
friend.
Okay.
Reg was up here for a hot second.
I'm
Yeah.
so awful. I don't even know how to use
Jamie,
this. Yeah, there.
If you are not
Yeah,
following
there
this
you go.
man, I would say to do so. I'd say that over the course of this past year, I have followed you very closely, and the things that you have done, and the discipline you've displayed, and the example you've set for the community is absolutely amazing. And I truly appreciate you, friend. And you've had multiple times up on this panel and shared your journey. So if you can give us a little perspective of just the past year of what you've experienced.
Just the past year.
Past year. Well, man, it's pretty wild actually, because I reached a milestone this week where I'm over 201 pounds down post-op, which is 10 and a half months. so, and that's not even half of the story because, you talk about going back a year. A year from right now, I was 2 months from having my surgery. And, the one thing I try to share a little, because I've done it a little bit differently than a lot of people. I mean, some people have lost some weight, pre-op, but I was 715 pounds. There was no surgery in my future when I started, and, I'm getting to the point where it's just like, to have the type of success that somebody normally has with bariatric surgery when they start at their heaviest. And I've had the success that I've had after losing 234 pounds pre-op. And, I feared a lot of days that because of the amount of abuse to my body and the amount of weight that I lost prior to surgery, that I wasn't going to achieve what I wanted to achieve post-op. And, and it's a struggle every day. And I'm finally getting to a point where I've come to this realization, it's kind of scary to me, is that I finally came up with this goal weight for myself, over this past year, of 250 pounds. And I'm like, okay, now I'm 29 pounds away from it. And now, my mind starts going, and I'm like, well, who can have a goal where they could, technically speaking, lose it without ever having that month where like they struggle somewhere and it's slowed down so much, and like I feel like, I don't know, I'm very blessed for what I've accomplished. And I'm hesitant. Like sometimes I don't even want to share what I do sometimes, because it's like some parts of my journey look so different because of my approach. And I've had so many people tell me, for so long that what I do is wrong, and you shouldn't eliminate this and you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm happier than I've ever been. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I enjoy everything that I do in this journey. And you know what? And it's just perfect for me. And it's been a strange year, to realize these things. And I really appreciate you guys. I've been around you guys. I'm always in the chat. I'm always learning something, and it's cool because it's just you hear the different perspectives, and I feel really blessed for not having and I feel bad about it because I feel like I don't have some issues in my journey, and it's almost like like at some point you're like, man, it's so hard, but yet it's too easy. Yeah. I don't even know if that makes sense.
I think what I've noticed over your course of your journey, Jamie, it's more so you've been persistent on a consistent basis, which consistency is very key. You don't add things just because you're capable. You stick to what you know.
Yeah.
And because you got this like foundational basis of what you believe in, like that makes you unstoppable. You're not shaken by outside thoughts or opinions. You stay grounded and rooted in what you believe. And that's kind of what it is. Like you've had the most consistent weight loss, like on a very just every week, month basis. It hasn't been like, okay, I've gained 10 pounds and there wasn't I've never seen hey, I've gained 10 pounds from you. Right.
No,
It's always
because it doesn't have, I mean, actually it did in my GLP-1 journey a couple times, but yeah. And I share it, but it's like, and that's like, it's hard to share. Cause like, I feel like I don't want to be that guy that's always I don't want to be like ever come across like I'm bragging about my progress or doing like anything. It's because it's like it's not easy, and I've learned so much about myself, and it's just like that's why I do what I do, and I figured out how it worked for me, and it's just unique because I don't see I get a lot of information from a lot of people, but there's so much of what I do is unique to me that it's like I don't like. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Jamie, that is true, right? That's true. Everybody's different. But you came from 715 pounds. That in itself is a feat. Like, that's just incredible. You and Ryan, the way that you guys have put you back on your own 2 feet. But here's the thing, though. It's like, okay, this guy's lost all this weight from 715 pounds. If he can do it, there ain't no excuses. I can get it done.
That's my whole point of sharing. That's all I want. That's all I want to do, and I post about it all the time because that's all I want. Because you know what, my weight loss I feel is no more significant than anybody else's. Because if you have 50 pounds you can't lose, it's just as significant as my 400 plus pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But naturally, guys who haven't weighed 715, 600 pounds, we don't see it like that. We see it. Well, I can't say we. I don't see it like that. I see it like, you know what? This dude weighed 715 pounds and he lost all this weight and had the dedication to do so and was consistent and got it done. There's no excuses.
And you made your journey your journey. You didn't allow anyone to throw you off track. You didn't allow anyone, to influence you, or you stuck to your guns and you did what worked for you without someone telling you you're doing it wrong. You knew what worked for you because it was your body, your journey.
I even told the nutritionists and the doctors too. I'm like, oh, they're like, you got to eat this, you got to eat this. I said, no, I'm addicted to sugar and carbohydrates. I refuse.
No. Nobody knows you like you.
I agree.
AJ, what's up, brother?
Hey, just for the record, Jamie told a dude that's a legend, lost over 200 pounds for over 10 years, David Roden today, that basically that he was still going to keep losing weight his way, which I love, man. I was in the comments because I'm a friend of David's, and I was like, oh, crap. All right, here goes Jamie. But real talk, me and Jamie have been friends for 2 years now, kind of. And I say that because we literally got in a fight one time, and I could not stop following the dude because I knew he was about to blow up in a different sense. So I'm proud of him. I'm proud of every single person on this journey that I've known. And I want to jump up, not because I want to talk about my journey, but I want to talk about what you guys have done for my journey. So being me is important to me because being me, even though I'm not a Bari male, we all started in the same sense where we wanted to change who we were. And it didn't matter if you weighed 300 pounds, 250 pounds, or you're 700 pounds, 800 pounds, like the legends that Ryan and Jamie are. I had to follow people's journeys and I had to be a part of this because I knew you guys are all about the mental on the Bari side. You guys are all about the mental, and I wanted to make sure that my weight stays off for the rest of my life. And so I had to figure out my mental side, even though I'm still working on it today. But you guys have made a huge impact on my journey. I'm sad that me and Rab didn't spend enough time together while I was in Omaha, but outside of that, just know you guys, what work you guys have done. It doesn't matter how many people you guys have in your guys' following you. You guys are doing one-on-one work with people, and that's more important than having 1 million followers any day of the week. And I don't care what no one else says. So
I appreciate that, man.
I will never in my life ever forget being in the middle of nowhere in Omaha and having absolutely nobody in the gym with thoughts that were going through my mind and have this guy tap my shoulder out of nowhere saying, "What's up? I'm here," and working out with me, man. Like, really? Like, that just doesn't happen. And that's how strong, that's the effect this community has. Like, I'm not even from freaking Omaha. I'll go live on a live, and I go off the live. This is after, I was talking to you all on a walk, Ryan. I walked all the way to the gym, and I get a tap on my shoulder, and it's AJ. Like, "Hey, I'm here, man. What's up? Let's work out." And
I was across the street, and Planet Fitness is my gym, but I was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go work out with my friend." The dude was like, "I don't even care." He was like, "Go ahead." He didn't even care. Didn't write down none of my info or nothing. I just walked in. We lifted some weights, and yeah, no, man, it was a good time. We should have done that more. I wish we would have had a chance. So it is
man.
what it is.
It is. I love you, man. I appreciate you, brother. I do.
Yeah, for sure, guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys too, and I see it, man. I if nobody else says it, man, I see it, and it was so important for me that you guys like keep going, and you guys keep doing this, and like, because your guys' work that you guys are gonna do is gonna go on for generations. And I really do feel that way.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that. That means a lot.
Love y'all.
Love you back, man. Just being Steve. What's happening, man? What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? How you guys doing?
You're doing great, man. It was great to meet you at retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice meeting all you guys, man. I mean, I wish I was kind of like, I wanted to do a lot more than I did, but I went in my room at night. I wanted to go hang out more and stuff, and I just got in my own head. I let like that anxiety, social anxiety, get the best of me, and I, just got in my own head a lot of times. So that kind of sucked. But
really, Steve, you got social anxiety as well?
I do, 100%.
Because it's wild. Because I'll say the same thing everyone said to me is that you just could not tell. I felt like you were like. I saw you out on the dance floor once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, you have alcohol. Alcohol does some stuff for you. But no, I met such a cool group of people right now that we still talk to. Ashley's in the chat right now, some other folks and stuff. So we still talking right now and stuff. And I'm looking forward to next year though. Just like I said, just to kind of get out of my shell more and stuff, and just kind of. Just enjoy the moment and stuff, and not let good moments pass me by. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can relate with that so much, man. I didn't think of it like that in that fashion, but now that you say it, like, don't let the good times pass you by, man. It's what stuck out to me, and I appreciate you for that one.
I appreciate you being present, man. I know that when people have social anxiety, it's a difficult time to be present. So for you showing up for yourself and being around people, mad respect.
Yeah, so I had my surgery in 2018, April 2018. And honestly, I didn't even know about this community until just recently. Like I created a TikTok like a month before the retreat and stuff.
Oh, really?
But like I went to like some other bariatric conferences in the past and stuff. And then finally, someone I met there told me about Bariatric Society. So that's why I went to this one for the first time. And yeah, I'm at a blast and stuff. But I mean, there's so many ups and downs through this battle. I'm in the maintenance period, almost 7 years out at this point and stuff. But I'm enjoying it. I love the community here, the male, this male community here, and just all these new people that I'm meeting and stuff. So. An amazing experience.
It is.
You guys are doing good shit here.
Hey, thanks. And thanks for being a part of it, man. Really.
And
I feel bad. I totally disrespected his social anxiety because he was trying to be all like quiet. And I'm like, man, come here. What you doing? What's up? I don't know what's supposed to be around if you have social anxiety. Don't come around me because I will not respect it. I'm trying. I don't mean any harm by it, but I don't know how.
I know. I came down to sit. I ate breakfast with you guys, and I'm like, who's this guy sitting over here with us? I'm like, I haven't met him before.
Yeah.
It was good to meet you, man. I'm like, new faces and everything. But again, like D said, like if you're by yourself, man, like no one's gonna let you sit by yourself. I mean, this community is very welcoming. We don't want people sitting by themselves. We want people to feel like that, they have a community. They have people there to support them. So again, social anxiety is a real thing. But you can work, these are the things that, we work through, and we work through together as a community with the support. So, the fact that you were out there and you showed up and you got to experience some of it, it's a great thing. And, hopefully next year you're able to come out with us and you can do the same thing, and maybe you'll be out there longer.
Oh, I already bought my tickets for next year, so I'm there for sure.
Did you see?
Awesome, brother.
Nice. Okay.
Awesome, brother.
Where Chris at? He's still in the
Heck
gym. That's all right.
447 to fit. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to have you.
Hey,
Hey,
How
how's
are
it
you?
going, man?
what's up?
What's up, man?
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
So
been busy
I'm
with-
not sure if I know that I follow you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know your whole story. Can you give us some detail to your story?
Sure. So, I was obese my entire life, pretty much from a kid. I had that problem, and I had gone up and down, up and down, up and down my whole life. Lost weight, gained back, lost weight, gained it back. I was just so sick of it, and ballooned up to the largest weight I ever was, which is 447 pounds. From there, I ended up getting a Sadie back in May of last year, so I'm about 18 months out now. I have lost 220-ish pounds because I fluctuate between 220 and 229. So,
Nice.
but changed my life for the most part and completely focused on being in a better place physically and mentally. So now I've moved on to becoming an endurance cyclist. I'm training for an Ironman now.
Awesome, brother.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now you speak my language. You're getting a follow for that.
Yeah. So I just finished a 100-mile bike race on Saturday, and
Oh my.
Awesome.
so
You and
it's-
David Goggins.
Yeah,
No, I'm not that nuts.
100 miles.
But it's well, I've been even when I was at my largest, I was a cyclist, but now I really got a little more serious about it.
Good,
But
good.
yeah, I'm in the hot state of Florida, so thankfully I can do this year round and all that too. So it's always a good thing. But that's kind of the short story of it. Is I got really sick and tired of being overweight, and it was affecting everything in life, every aspect of it. And thankfully, I never got immobile from it, but I was having all sorts of other issues, and I still remember my first trip into the surgeon's office, and I was in tears when I left because I'm like, this is the hardest decision I've ever had to make. And then I look back at it now, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? It's really not that bad. But grew up in a family of obese, an obese family. My mother was obese, my sister was obese. They both had surgery years ago, and it never took. So that's what held me from doing it until I was in my 40s. But can't say that I'm upset about it now.
I know, right?
It's been a very challenging but rewarding journey in general, and trying to acclimate back to being unrecognizable is probably the hardest thing.
Gotcha.
Because I don't recognize myself half the time, except for behind my own mirrors where I still see the old 400-pound me.
Yeah.
And body dysmorphia has been the hardest thing for me to overcome. Hardest thing in general, is I can't stop seeing the old me. But
no matter what.
yeah, and I'll look at photos of myself and my family and be like, who the hell's that guy? It's very confusing, to say the least. But it's getting there. It's catching up when I see my old clothes that are like circus tents now, and just so thankful that I did what I did. And I do appreciate this community too that I see on TikTok and just starting the Instagram as well. And I'm thankful for the support that everybody has, even though I've just been a casual observer for so long now.
Well, we thank you for sharing your journey. Like, that's amazing. 100 miles in. You're basically the Iron Man of the community right now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just amazing. And if you're not inspired by that, I don't know what could inspire anyone more.
Yeah,
Him
I have a
and,
half marathon in 2 weeks too. So
That's awesome.
It's just impressing me even more.
Are you following Dean, Big Dean?
I don't know, Dean.
Yeah, so if you look him up, or I'll send him to you, he does marathons and all that too.
Yeah.
So does Jacob. Jacob.
Okay.
He does a lot of running. So yeah, to have those connections and link up with those guys who share the same interests. I mean, who knows, man?
I'm still trying to get better at running. I'd rather be mediocre at 3 sports than good at 1, I guess.
I hear you. Hey, while we can, because there will be a time we can't, right?
Yep.
So, and there was a time that we couldn't.
Yes, and even when there was a time that we couldn't, I still tried. And I look back at it, I'm like, how the hell did I do it then?
Right.
So looking at it now, I'm like, how the hell did I do it then? But it's much more rewarding now. And the first time I finished a triathlon, when I finished, the first time after surgery, it's there proposes new challenges to it in comparison to what I had prior, because I could carb load easily, back then. Now I have to eat carbohydrates or I'll pass out.
Right.
So it's my nutrition when doing endurance sports, and anyone that's looking into doing it, is understanding your nutrition when you have a very, very small stomach is very difficult, especially if I didn't have an RNY, thankfully, so I don't really dump. But if you had an RNY, it makes it even more difficult, because a lot of these endurance sports require a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar.
Yeah. I was going to ask you what your what you had, the sleeve.
I had the Sadie.
You had the Sadie. So I had the RNY, and I was going to ask you, like, with that increased endurance, do you see a difference in the ability to consume food? Like, what's your increase on food? Are you able to get more food in than you were, like, before you started the endurance, would you say?
So with the endurance sports, especially in cycling, I do a lot of liquid calories, because I don't really feel a restriction with any kind of liquids. I do with foods, so I have to be very careful when I eat that
What's
way.
an example of a liquid calorie that you're talking about?
Things like Gatorade or electrolyte beverages that have a higher caloric intake to them that most endurance athletes will have. I may have a modified version of it. I have certain ones that have slower release carbohydrates, so they don't metabolize the same way. There's a lot of science behind that type of stuff too with endurance athletics.
Right.
But it's taking a lot of these. It's been very much trial and error. I still try to go as much whole food as I can when I'm running and biking, what I can carry usually, because I don't like gels that much. They never settle right. Even when I had a full stomach, they didn't really settle right. So I tend to do a lot of dried fruit, things like that. So it gives me a steady carbohydrate, but it's a natural fructose as opposed to sucrose and those not artificial sweeteners, but the highly refined sugar and stuff like that. I don't want that in my life. So going with my biggest thing lately has been dried mango. I go to town on that. Because it's not super high sugar, but there's a high fiber content too. And it's not greasy, it's not heavy. Because with Sadie, it's a different animal too. I can't have high fat foods. So
Gotcha.
There's much of it.
All right. Rock VSG, welcome to the panel, sir.
Thanks for sharing, man.
Thank you for sharing.
Thanks for having me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Welcome up. How are you today?
Doing great. How y'all doing?
Good, buddy. Good.
So I don't believe we've met before. I know I've definitely seen you down in the comments before, and I believe I've seen you somewhere out in the community. If you could
He was on a Zoom.
Yes, that's where
Yeah.
right.
If
It's
you could
been a
introduce
while.
yourself to everyone.
Yeah, my name is S.01 Boykin, and I live in Albany, Georgia. And I had surgery back in September of 2024.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And just listening to everybody's story, my heaviest weight was 410 pounds. And right before I got the surgery, I got down to around 350.
That's awesome.
And right now I'm hovering around 285, trying to get down to my goal weight.
Okay.
Just working to try to reposition myself and get motivated again to get down to where I want to be.
Do you find any point of your journey hard at any point? Are there things that you find that you struggle with?
Well, the body dysmorphia, that's been a real struggle. It has taken me all of this time. I'm probably in the last 2 or 3 weeks is where I've really began to see the change. But each time I looked in the mirror, I always saw that old Esley. That 300-400 10-pound guy. I've been big pretty much my whole life. I even remember going to middle school. When I went to middle school, they gave me the nickname 315 because I was 315 pounds going to middle school.
Wow.
So, I've been over 300 pounds the majority of my life. So I knew it was time for a change. I started having some health issues. So I was so glad to be able to get this tool because it has helped tremendously.
That's awesome. You've made a lot of progress, and you said it was in September. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of progress in a short period of time. So that's amazing. I give you a lot of credit. You don't get there without being consistent and being true to your journey. So I congratulate you on what you've accomplished so far, and keep sharing your journey. I mean, I look forward to seeing more of your journey, and definitely keep hitting us up on those mental health shop talks.
I really appreciate you guys, being transparent and just sharing even the smallest things has helped me tremendously because you're able to see that it's somebody out there that's going through the same thing that, you've gone through. Even as far as support, when I first had my surgery, I really didn't just have a strong network of support. My family has rallied around me in time after the surgery, but just making the decision, even my mom, when I mentioned it to her, that I was gonna have the surgery, the first words out of her her mouth was, "No, I don't want you to do it." And I'm almost 50 years old, but it was almost like me being a child and having to, I guess, I respect my mom, but I knew I had to do something for myself. So just seeing you guys and following you guys over this period of time is really really been a great help to me, and I appreciate you guys.
And we appreciate you, and don't forget that the support that we get from the community. You're as big a part of the community and a member of the support team just as much as anyone else. So you sharing just what you shared there, you don't know who you may have reached down in the comments. Right. So we appreciate you sharing your story, and be sure to continue sharing it. And sharing your experiences, someone may resonate with you, and you may help them without even realizing it. So, for the sake of time, I'm going to introduce Mr. Busy Bariatrics himself. I'm very thankful that he showed up tonight, and I'm excited that he did. So, Rob.
Better late than never. I feel terrible. Tuesdays are always like my
tough day.
community call night. I have client check-ins. It's my busy day, but I know how important men's mental health is, and I just want to say hi to all of you for all the hard work you do for the men in the bariatric community. So thank you guys so much for inviting me.
Hey,
Yeah,
thank you. And so another reason why I wanted to bring you up is obviously we had Bro up here, we had Jason. People know, Bariatric Society. They know Bari Nation. I want you to highlight Busy Bariatrics. So I'm going to allow you to close this out for us and just give everyone, the detail of what Busy Bariatrics is and what it does for the community.
Wow, 13 minutes. So I'll do the short version. Hey, everyone. My name is Rob D'Amedio. I had bariatric surgery June of 2020. I celebrate my surgiversary just like President's Day or Father's Day. I follow the Monday after Father's Day. So it changes every year. I just treat it as the Monday after Father's Day. When I came out of bariatric surgery, there were very few men in the community, and the ones that I did see were very open and supportive of me. But I still felt like there was a lacking bit of nutritional and fitness knowledge out there. And because of that, I started my own Instagram live series, Men Support Monday, which went for 3 years. And then eventually incorporated Maintenance Monday, where every week I would have either a man from the community or a female who just exemplified what it meant to be a bariatric patient. And a lot of those interviews just came from me wanting to know more myself. Eventually, I would run support groups for people like Bari Nation, Bari Aftercare, and various other support groups that I'm drawing blanks on right now. But I realized there was an overall lack of knowledge when it came to how to coach bariatric patients for fitness and nutrition. Because of that, I founded Busy Bariatrics, and I built a program based on solely what I wish I had when I came out of post-op, and started to develop fitness and nutrition programs that helped my clients reach their goal weight, build muscle, burn fat, and achieve all of their fitness goals while taking a holistic approach to everything. We've grown exponentially now, where we have a team of coaches as well as support staff to help bariatric patients really thrive after bariatric surgery. So hopefully I did enough in that time, and I just want to say thanks again for having me, everyone.
And you did that all in one breath.
I've done it a couple times now, so
one breath.
Not the first rodeo.
Hey, I gotta say something that's sticking out to me. Throughout the past, hour and 50 some odd minutes, us being live, it's been constantly said something about how people appreciate what we do for the community. We appreciate what we do for the community, and we appreciate the accolades and the compliments and everything. But the thing is that for me, I feel like this panel, this platform is driving itself. And what I mean by that is that the men of this community help me more than I could ever help them. The relationships that I've been able to develop within the community individually, the friendships that I have, the stories that I hear, I mean, I get it twofold because of this platform. And I use it to my advantage. I think it's freaking awesome that I'm in a position where I can get extra help, So it's not about what I believe we bring to the community, but it's more about what the community is pouring into us as a platform. So all the accolades really go to everyone who supports Bari Male Experience in my eyes. And I believe that Tony and Ryan could agree with that. What do you guys feel about that?
I mean, this community is why BME continues to thrive. Obviously, we saw a need at one point last year that there was a need for a space for men to be able to share their journey, to be able to share their thoughts. And the community itself embraced it and has supported us, for well over a year in helping to highlight bariatric men and leading them to this platform and helping them to find a voice, amongst brothers, which I couldn't ask for more and couldn't have thought of where we would be, within a year's time. My dog agrees right now. It only took him 2 hours to start talking. But Ryan, do you have anything to fill in with that one?
I want to just say, I want to kind of touch on the fact of we were looking for something, right? We were echoing out, looking for a community, but not just a community just because I wanted to see guys who resemble me and my story and my history. Is that I was looking for the love and belonging to improve the self-esteem I had about the self-conscious issues I might have. So I'm not alone to tell myself. I can look and see guys who are losing weight, but the mental journey that comes with that and that kind of speaking to the idea, yeah, I got bodies this point for yeah, hey, my mood has shifted because I think I've gained weight, but something else can happen. It's the commitment to wanting to explore more, that curiosity is what I feel the connection has brought us. Like our connection of curiosity has brought us to the space that we're in now.
Yeah, that's one. So, considering, what do we got? 7 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, we have 3 guys left on this panel. I want closing thoughts from the 3 of these guys. Your general thoughts on if you are exploring weight loss surgery, if you're on a weight loss journey, what are your thoughts on the support that would help you make the decision on what part of the journey you would be on, whether you want to stay on a weight loss journey as far as natural, whether it's GLP-1, or whether to go through with the surgery? Like, give me your perspective and what advice you would give someone who is thinking about it. Steve, I'm going to start with you.
I mean, honestly, for me, I would just, I wouldn't say it really matters which weight loss journey you go on personally. It's just, do you want to be healthy? Do you want to live a life? You want to, enjoy life? I have a daughter, 12-year-old daughter that I want to just watch her grow. I want to watch her graduate high school and, do all these cool things, hopefully one day get married and have kids and stuff like that. So, I want to have a life. So it's like, for me, it's like, if you want to do weight loss surgery, you want to do, GLP-1, whatever the case may be, just do it. But the biggest thing to do it is you have to have your mind, you have to get your mind right. Mindset is like the number one thing. And for me, like I was looking at getting weight loss surgery probably about 10 years ago. And I never did it at that point because just my mind wasn't right. But when I watched my dad die in the hospital bed, that's when I knew, like, I don't want my daughter to watch me die in the hospital bed. So that's when I knew. So in April 2018, I finally got my mind right and I did the surgery. I got my weight loss surgery done. And, it's been, it's all about my mind. And, my mind goes all over the place, so that's the biggest thing, just adjusting that mindset is, and whatever path you go, just as long as you have your mindset right, you'll be fine.
All right.
So,
Rock, closing thoughts?
Well, I don't even know how you come behind that, but
mhm.
I would just say that you just have to have that determination. Make a first step, stick with it. It's a fight for your life, fight for your family. And like you said earlier, it can be a fight for someone who you don't even know that's watching you or listening to your thoughts, no matter how minimal you think they are. Somebody could catch faith and you might be that person to propel them into their destiny, to make that first step. So just fight for yourself and you could be helping someone else.
See, love the perspective. Now I'm going to get Rob's.
I'll throw a rock at the hornet's nest. I truly do not believe it matters what tool you use until you address why you need the tool. And when you look at your entire experience, any tool can be effective as long as you are super clear on why you need the tool and what you're willing to change in your lifestyle and behavior to make your tool successful.
See,
That's
I
real.
love that.
That's honest.
It is honest. And I love the fact that, you know, we had 3 different perspectives, and at some point they all involve some type of mindset, because you have to be ready. You have to know what you need. Again, like, it doesn't matter what journey you're on. If you're not mentally prepared to take on the journey, that's what sets us up to, you know, to fail. Because again, if you need to be strong up here, and your need to want to be successful has to outweigh the reason for, you know, why you just want to sit on the couch. You have to push yourself. Your discipline needs to be there. You need to heal your relationship with food. Success is based off of how bad you really want it. Your need to live, has to outweigh, wanting to sit there and eat an entire pizza by yourself. I think a lot of us don't realize that, our relationships with food were that bad that, it's hard that when you get further along in your journey, again, 6, 7, 8 months down the line, yeah, the tool's working, but when the tool stops working and the food noise comes back and you realize that you haven't corrected the eating habits that you had in the past, and, it's hard for you to navigate that journey because you mentally haven't been able to, heal those relationships or whatever trauma you have going on, it's very easy to fall back into bad habits. And, the support that you have within the community, the resources that are there in the community, take advantage of them. And if you are struggling, find people that are there to help you, whether, you reach out to your bariatric team, whether it's someone in the community, there are avenues to get you the help that you need. So, Rab, got anything to fill in there, my friend? You're on mute, buddy.
I don't. I think we've covered a lot in the past couple of hours. Other than, those of you in the comments, thank you for the 38,000 likes. It's incredible, and we appreciate the support.
Yeah. Ryan, anything, my friend?
I wanted to also kind of give tribute to the women that started BME for y'all in the beginning. VSG Bestie, I forgot the other lady's name, but she was like, y'all need to have a men's space, and then Berry Male Experience was birthed.
Yeah.
So, like, looking at the journey that y'all took from having a space where people acknowledge that this needs to happen, just taking the courage to be up here and doing it. Mad respect for that.
Yeah. Yes. Shout out to our sisters out there who helped give us that push. We appreciate you guys. Anna, I don't know if you're listening, but thank you for that push. Barry Mother, thank you for that push. Star, I know you're still down there. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for all the support that you continue to give us. That means
we don't have women on the panel. We don't. We had women on the panel when bariatric Rissa snuck on a few times, and then Valentine's Day. But next week.
Yeah, we a little surprise for you guys. Thanks for giving it away, Rab.
Surprise.
But yes, we want to thank all of you for coming out, giving us the support. The 40,000 likes now.
It's great.
This day means a lot to me because, again, it's International Men's Day, but this was the day that we had the panel that's behind me, the people that were on this panel that helped inspire me to step out of my comfort zone and say, yes, there's a space that needs to happen for the guys. I would have never met Rab. I would have never met Ryan. I would have never met Rob if we didn't step into this space and create a space, for a voice for all of us. And the support that the community has given us, to all our bariatric sisters who have helped push this platform, who have, if they see a guy in the community that's new or hasn't heard of BME, tagging us in the comments and just, connecting us. That's what community is about. And, again, the men's community is a big thing. That's what we want. That's our main focus of support. But again, it's a community live and a joint community, men, women. It doesn't matter what type of weight loss journey you're on. It's all about connections. It's all about community. It's all about being there for each other and helping us live a healthier lifestyle and be successful and enjoy the victories, that we reap, through the lifestyles that we're trying to create for ourselves. So I would just like to thank all of you. It means a lot to me. And I thank the guys that are still left on the panel. I thank everyone who has joined us on the panel tonight. I think you're all great. I love you all. And are we going to sign off the way we usually do?
Sure thing.
All right.
As the late, great Don Cornelius would say, peace.
Love.
Oh.
Rob, say here. All right. Have a
Peace
good
out,
night.
guys.
Later.